Next up, at UFC 291, we have CJ Vergara taking on Vinicius Salvador. CJ Vergara, 11-4 overall, 3-2 in his last 5. He is alternating wins and losses. He's taking on Vinicius Salvador, 14-5 overall, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that loss to Victor Altamirano. This should be a really fun fight. CJ Vergara is a high-pressure striker. He's got solid forward motion. He's going to hit clean boxing. He's going to have solid knees. He likes to fight inside the pocket where he can use his clinch work and then showcase some power. He's got a never-say-die attitude, and he has no recorded takedowns whatsoever in the UFC, but he does have some takedowns if you watch the regional tape. And
you think agitated is with 1G or 2Gs at the start?
I think it's 1G.
Is it?
And I'm starting to be a little agitated with the interruptions.
Yeah, I said that's why I said
in
the
use it in a sentence.
They said, oh, he does slam his mouse, and I said he slams it when he gets agitated. And I thought it would have been 2Gs on there, but
you also grew up in Indiana, got that education. So anyway, CJ Vergara, high pressure, come forward, going to try to grind. We haven't gotten any takedowns out of him yet in the UFC, but they are there, and he does have solid BJJ. He is coming off of that wild win over Daniel Lacerda, where he was dropped a couple times, gave up a 10-8 round, ran away, sprinted in the opposite direction, but still managed to survive.
That had to have been like the most, like if you track people's movements in the octagon for one round, like the most, that dude ran a mile and a half in that round.
He literally ran. Like everybody's making fun of Chelsea Chandler, and she became a meme.
I think it was because she just ran straight into the fucking fence. At least he was like, had a
camera.
He had a goal in mind, right? I mean, he had a goal. Like, I'm running away from something. I mean, she just fucking.
Well, and he won the fight, which helps. So he literally ran away after getting dropped, but composed himself, put it together, and ended up winning that fight. He's taking on Vinicius Salvador. This guy's a long striker. He's got incredible volume, solid accuracy. He thinks he's Roy Jones Jr. He's going to do all this bullshit with his hands down, but he's got a negative striking differential. So his striking defense is not nearly as good as his body thinks it is. He is a durable guy. He does have some real power in both of his hands and his feet. Takedown defense is not great, but he does use his length on bottom to throw things up, try to tie you up, try to make stuff happen, or at least scramble back to his feet. He's coming off that loss to Victor Altamirano, where he was kind of a step behind the whole fight. I love CJ Vergara in this matchup. The line movement is actually a little surprising to me. I think you should have seen.
That's that pad thai.
Yeah, you should have seen how big it was. I just stumbled over my words. You know, one of the comments, and like, I'm getting better at the comments annoying me, so they don't really annoy me, especially.
Yeah, it's like the work thing, like since the last disaster. It's been 2 days for Angelo since he let a comment get to him.
Somebody today, and this one wasn't like super mean, or something. It said something like, I forget what the name was.
That guy's fat as fuck.
No, the fat comment. I don't give a shit. Let's say it was CJ Vergara. It wasn't CJ Vergara.
That guy's huge.
It was something else. It said.
How much does his head weigh?
Would you shut? I actually have a tiny head for my body.
Yeah, tell it to the camera. Jesus Christ, look at that thing. Holy shit, that's all I see.
Can I get to the mean comment, please? Somebody said, a normal person, Vergara, Angelo, because he has a lisp. And then I don't have a lisp. Do I sound like I have a lisp?
I always thought you did.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway,
nice
back to
this
the
fight. Realized it though.
I think CJ Vergara gets it done. I love him in this spot. As I mentioned, the line movement, closing makes no sense to me. I think his forward pressure is going to be too much. We know how insanely durable he is now. He's got good BJJ. And Vinicius is going to be backing up. CJ's going to be staying in his face. I like CJ to get this done. I think CJ's going to do it. And I'm going to keep watching this line movement tracker. And if this keeps shrinking, I eventually am going to hit it because I think CJ's going to get this done for sure. What do you think?
My mouth's just so dry, man. Just so dry. I will let everyone in on a secret, and I told this to Angelo already. that if Paul Craig did lose that fight and we were on this wild streak for a lock of the week, I was going to make Vinicius Salvador the lock of the week this week just for the memes because he is hashtag Team Hebos. He trains underneath Amanda Hebos' father. By the way, Amanda Hebos is on OnlyFans now, so I got nothing left in life to live for. I don't know why. I mean, that just crossed my mind. Put that on the thing. So she's on OnlyFans now. So again, this is a tough weekend for me. But yeah, CJ Vergara should be able to win this fight. I mean, he is the better fighter, right? Vinicius comes in, he's all cocky, and he does the wild stuff and the wild strikes. He'll do the back against the fence like Anderson Silva, and you saw him getting frustrated last fight because he couldn't bait somebody into that fight. And I don't think CJ's a guy that's going to get baited in that type of fight. But one of the reasons why CJ Vergara is known as such a tough, durable guy is because he keeps getting hurt over and over, and he puts himself in positions to have to tough out of the positions. And yes, he does do it, and he does work those positions, and even came back and won that last fight. But Vinicius is one of those guys that can put you in a weird situation. He comes through, he throws wild, he throws heavy, and there might be a situation where CJ does have to survive again, and he has proven that he can do that. But at some point, you just can't out-tough certain situations. So CJ is the play, but I'm not quite as high as you. I'm not quite as high as you, Angelo.
I'm positive you're more high than I am right now.
But CJ's probably the play.
There it is. Him forgetting where that. But
yeah, because I don't have a fucking teleprompter, you fuck bitch. You stupid asshole. I think of everything. I don't just sit here and fucking read.
Yeah, it's easy when you're not the lead. It's easy to just react to what somebody else says.
I don't do 8 hours on Saturday by myself. Just sit here.
Again, it's all reactions to what's happening. You're not leading.
Why just sit here and just talk? What are you talking about? The fights aren't going on the whole time, Angelo. Holy shit.
It's all bullshit. You have notes. Don't let him pretend he doesn't have. And first of all, we're not going to shame me for being the hardest working person in this space. That's not going to happen. Oh, sorry, I take diligent notes. And
is this improv or was this a predetermined response you have written down in case I smarted off?
I have a whole fucking word tree. If Jacob's a fuckwit,
right.
Say
boom,
this.
Boom, boom,
yeah.
Teleprompter.
If he's a super fuckwit,
you're like Tony Stark with those things.
Yeah, it progresses. It's like call him short, then mention the red hair, then remind people his teeth are fake. Like the meaner you get, the meaner I get. Remind people.
And only
your
one
teeth
of
are
us
fake
is still getting fatter.
You are looking a little juicy with that hoodie on in fucking July in
huh?
Texas.
You saw that picture I sent you last night with the juicy underwear. That's why you said that.
Somebody new is watching this right now because we gain about 1,000 new people a month. Somebody new is watching this right now going, "Oh,
it's Sunday, man." Usually, what do you want?
It's making
the weekend.
those jokes.
It literally is the weekend.
You're making those jokes on the Lord's Day of all the days to make those jokes.
If you actually do the research, the Sabbath was usually Saturday. I think it's supposed to be Saturday.
All right. Anyway, so we're both on CJ Vergara. Is that where we ended up?
Yeah, but you're like pretty high, and I'm just like
very high on him. Very high on him. Frankly, the only reason I
just have like dry mouth high is all I am on CJ.
Okay. The only reason I didn't put money on CJ Vergara yet is because the line is tightening, and I'm literally just watching our own line movement tracker. If it goes back up and I see it hit 160, I'll probably hit it. If it keeps going down, I'm just going to keep following it down until it bottoms out at some point. I think this is great value. Guy's got great pressure, forward movement. He's going to let his hands go. He beat Clayton Rodriguez. I mean, that's a good win. So I'm liking CJ. And if you like him too, or if you want to see if I place a bet or when I place a bet, go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. It's only $10 a month. You're going to get everything you could ever imagine. And Phantom is right. We have 300 right now, because we also have Twitch, 317 live viewers. And we only have 59 likes. That's kind of a shame.
I told the live stream that if we didn't get to 150 likes, I wasn't going to say another fucking word. You want to try that out?
No, thanks. I don't know how to not talk.
You do hate like Dead Space.
Oh, yeah. I do appreciate everybody being here. It is a Sunday. We're throwing off the routine. Other people do a similar thing on Sundays, and I just checked the numbers. We're blowing them out. Thanks to you guys. Very appreciative.
Blowing them.